And we are live. Sick. I need to put a timer on that one, not on that one. Okay. And I'm putting a timer just so that I know when an hour is up, because I'm super bad.
Yeah.
You know that I don't cut it like at the hour specifically, if we're still in the middle of something. But so yeah, Malk, you had mentioned that. Let me get the exact words here real quick. You had mentioned that you basically just wanted to like work on habits and both breaking them and then recognizing your opponents.
Yeah. Well, the thing about the one of my opponents is it's not that I can't recognize habits. It's that a lot of times I have trouble kind of adjusting to them. Like I might not be able, like if they're doing like a certain option, I might not be able to like actively think about punishing it all the time, or maybe not know exactly how to punish them.
Gotcha. Um, so both of those are kind of independent of each other. Like, for example, if
Right.
just to use an extreme example, if you're playing melee Ganon and you're like, I know what Fox is doing, but I can't punish it. That just because Ganon sucks. But like, for the most part in PM, there are very even for Ivysaurs like fast faller matchups. The majority of the time, even if it's rough, you do have options. Like
Yeah,
Brawl
you do.
Pivot Grab alone makes fast faller so much worse compared to melee,
Yeah.
or so much riskier. Obviously, the move itself is the same. Let's just do some Mewtwo. Okay, there we go. Whoop. We're fine. No! Yes!
Oh no, that was supposed to be half off.
Oh, I'll take it. That was a six string.
Yeah, I love doing footstool stuff.
I upbeat right as you footstool me, and I'm like, oh, not like this.
Yeah. I like learned how to do footstool stuff because I was like, oh, I want to learn how to like do it with the D-pad. That's what I do now.
Yeah,
I know Sosa also does it with the D-pad.
it's less crazy than it sounds because of the you can just press any taunt and it's fine. You don't have to be precise with it.
Double Nair. It has been quite some time since I've fought Mewtwo.
Yeah, he's one of those characters for sure. No, no, not that way. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. I used to do fairly decently, and well, I'd either have like close sets or blowouts versus my region's Mewtwo main Z.
Let's go Z. I haven't heard that name in a hot minute.
Yeah, he's one of the Trone brothers. There's three of them that play PM. There's Z. The other like like one of them is Cole, the youngest, who just doesn't really play much. And the other is Sunny D, now core. Sunny D is the only person in NZD HBR I've taken from. I don't know why, but he's like the only person I consistently have beaten.
Nice. It might just be a player habit thing. Like, however he plays, you just kind of not have it on lock exactly, but you can. It makes more sense to you.
Oh,
I'll take it.
I'm surprised the back air hit.
Back air's big.
Yeah.
Okay. So after this game, I want to talk about like what I'm seeing and then what you're seeing with regards to your habits. Mateo.
space around in there, right?
Ah!
That's my favorite. Just like press a bunch of buttons, and then just side B.
Yeah, because you've gotten convinced to like worry about
Yeah.
the fair, the nair, etc.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Ah, that's unlucky.
Yeah. Yep.
Nice string. Oh, I forgot about it. Nice.
Killed? Okay.
I
I didn't
mean,
think it would kill. My plan was just like use it to like just set up for punishing your landing. Yeah.
yeah, and that is still a good plan, even without that killing.
Yeah, because I was in like a position where I was confident I'd be able to get the edge cancel. Okay.
You can shield grab punish
Yeah,
that
yeah.
if it's in range.
I just like I missed the my first attempt. I was like, I'll just try and roll away. Oh, I missed my.
Oh, stop doing that. Stop doing that jab. Nice. Just that repeated jab one pressure is scary.
Yeah, it's super good. Especially at like a higher percent like that, where it's like it'll just pop up for the kill if it hits, and like you can't really see it because you're at so high of a percent. Oh, I didn't get the edge cancel. Oh no. I thought, like, I know the final hit extends up, like, a bit, so my thought was, okay, so the rest of it's not gonna hit me, only the final hit. Only the final hit can, so I'm gonna land on platform and shield before I get hit. But, unfortunate. I think I just messed up my angle.
Yeah.
I didn't get, like, the clean wave land.
And then that kind of like messes with your shield timing, and it
Yeah,
kind of
'cause
like
I just landed, like, maybe a frame or two late.
Yep. Okay, so I've noticed something that I think is kind of significant. There's not necessarily a wrong answer for this, but have you noticed your double jump habits?
Yeah, that is something I've known, like, it's just ingrained in my muscle memory at this point, is like, it came from, like, when I played Melee, like, Falcon's double jump mix-ups are, like, super strong part of his jutsu, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I kind of just never unlearned that. and I do it with everybody.
Yeah, I mean, it's double jumping to avoid something is not always bad. Like,
Yeah,
obviously,
it's. I think the issue, like an issue I have, is that I do it when I don't need to.
Mhm.
Like, I'll just do like, not like, I'll do it to like gain height when I can, to like full hop instead.
Right, and also when you're being like juggled or like airborne after being hit, a
Yeah,
lot of the
that
times
too.
because you're Wario, you can kind of just take the hit. Like,
Hmm.
you're not in immediate danger unless you don't have your jump.
Yeah.
So it becomes. So let's just, assuming there's a 50-50 chance of either happening. Either I go for you if you don't jump, or I go for a jump that may happen. If I'm correct on going for a jump that may happen, you're in a much worse spot than if I'm correct on going for they're not going to
Right.
jump, you know?
Um, in that regard, it's a lot because I kind of sometimes expect to be able to get out of stuff that um I'm not necessarily able to. I don't know, it's kind of I think a rough part for me is like I underestimate my opponent's like punish game. Like I underestimate what they're capable of. Like I think maybe I could like in the situation something I could be doing is like instead of just opting to like always double jump out of stuff, like I'll try and like double jump air dodge instead. I could just wiggle out air dodge instead, but
Right. You also don't have to take that kind of like riskier defensive action.
hmm
Between all the drift that Wario has, and then most characters don't have like a DI mix up at the tip of their range, you could just
yeah,
drift away if they can't, like from Marth Fair, right? You could drift away, and if you get hit by Fair, that's fine. Because it's at
yeah,
the tip. Or you could drift in for some characters. Like, let's say Ivysaur. If you drift in as she's juggling you, it's like, okay, you either get hit by back air anyway, or you get hit by like weak Fair, which is fine.
that's definitely something I've been trying to do in neutral. Like haven't really thought about like doing it out of disadvantage of just drifting away from like non-true strings. Um,
Yeah, that's one of the reasons why Wario is so hard to combo sometimes, because even though he's heavy and doesn't go super far, his drift makes up for that if it's
yeah.
not a true combo.
hmm
It's not risky unless you're drifting away from like there's some kind of, I don't want to say gimmicky, but some like surprisingly inconsistent kill move. Like if I do up air and then wave dash forward F smash and you don't respond in time, that
Yeah, yeah,
becomes bad DI, but that's pretty rare.
yeah. Like one of the things that got me like, um, just using drift in like that way, but not in that like out of disadvantage, like more neutral was like that exact scenario is so CP9 is in my region, and well, sadly he's about to move out of region, but
Ah,
what I'd always struggled with was kind of fighting him, and we were talking about it how like because like what he always struggled against with like Twisty was Twisty would stay like outside of his range of like fair, right?
right.
Um and like so he could just drift into whip punish, and then I'd expressed like I was really bad about like staying at that range, like and getting caught with bad DI because I finished fade. But yeah, it's I guess like you said, like with the example of Mark Bear, like I kind of in some cases don't have to worry about that because like the worst they can hit me with isn't that bad, right?
Yeah, especially as Wario. Like
hmm
most characters don't mind getting hit by the tip of Marth Fair outside of
Yeah, yeah.
like
Like
fast fallers anyway.
yeah, it's like Sour Spot Marth Bear, like DI out can be pretty bad, but like even and as Wario, it's not the worst thing in the world. And then
And
if it's tip or fair, if it's tip or fair, DI out's not a big deal at all.
additionally, you have a little time to like fix your. I say fix to change your DI if you notice. Oh, they're drifting in more than I expected. I'm gonna get hit by something. Let me hold in. Or if
Right.
you want to decide to keep holding out, you have that basically that moment to realize like, wait, if I hold in, I get hit by Nair Fair. Okay, I still hold out and hope it's not. Like a
Yeah,
lot of
just
Falcon
kind of
mix-ups
like
are like this.
yeah, like reactively, like DIing reactively more than like the situation rather than like entirely a guess, right?
Right.
Like you said, like with ZSS, like if I see her like drifting in for like a fair, right? Instead, I just like then I DI in instead of like DIing out for me.
Right.
It's definitely something I've been trying to get. It's just like operating more on like a lot more, I guess, smaller details, right? Like you said, like like with the example of like the spacing she's ZSS will choose between Nair and Fair, right? Like something little like that where it's not super apparent. It's just something that's coming with more me being aware of, like more aware of situations, like smaller things.
To interject real quick, I know this is a little ZSS specific, but for some other characters, it also, like Falcon, for example, it also applies. There are also different things that differentiate the aerials. So Nair and Fair for ZSS, well, their timings are very different, let alone the Fair one.
Different. Yeah.
So you can kind of fuzzy it by DIing away and then, or drifting away and then drifting back in. Same thing with Falcon up air versus Nair. Or up air versus Fair, rather, up air versus knee. Not all characters have that, of course, but for the characters that do, that can be like a very useful tool. And this is getting to the point of like, eventually you will reach the people that they'll just do really late Nair to catch you on this. But at that point, like, they're having to be worse. They're having to change their pressure based on what you're doing defensively, which is opening holes up.
Yeah, like that. It's something like like the other day I was explaining to a lower level Falco player in my region about like how Falco pressure works, right? How like the basic mix up is like to deal with Dare on shield is if he high dares you can grab him, if he low dares you grab him before he dares, and of course he has options to like change it up. He has more mix ups than that, but the point is you force them off of like the basic mix-up, right?
Exactly. Right. You get them. They have to fix the problem now.
Yeah.
Which means they have to do something else, which usually means they're worse at it, or it's at least less practiced. And also, there's a reason that they weren't doing that in the first place. Whether they like the late dare shine, late dare better, or maybe it's just better for the character. Like, if you watch Puffs in Melee, they have to do a lot of stuff that they don't really like doing. But they have to in order to make Fox get hit by the stuff that they do want to, that is going to kill them if it hits, right?
Yeah. It's like being able to just like force like a change in like mix up so they don't just do the same things, right? Like.
Right. The good news is, even though that's obviously very difficult to do, especially consistently throughout like a tournament day, but you only need to do that against the caliber of players that will notice, oh, this Puff player is only using back air. This Wario is only using back air. I need to get around that move. And then they're expending energy, which they might not have 100% of if it's a tournament day. So
yeah, that's oh yeah, sorry.
You're good. Assuming that like both players are like noticing and changing things, it doesn't necessarily mean that like either side is losing out. It's reactive. Okay, I'm gonna try some Falcon. You're gonna body me, and that's okay.
Yeah. It's like something like what you're explaining is like something I've definitely thought about with like tournament mindset is like too is like when you're it's like definitely a lot easier when you're a higher seed in the bracket, and you don't have to deal with like the killers instantly, but like playing with like I guess like how would I describe it, like
playing closer matches earlier,
or like the way you play is like against like worse opponents is you kind of don't think as much. It's more of like a
absolutely
a preservation of like mental stamina. So like when you really need to, you can just like really focus on the matches.
Yeah, Sosa in pools looks like he's in a coma because he is using as little energy as humanly possible. He's my favorite example because he just in top 8 he has a little bit more of that like energy because he needs it for those matches. But in pools, it's just he's fully gone. Whoa! Oh, even with the lag, I didn't DI that of those at all. Oh no! Oh, no. You're talking about reactive DIing, and here I am, not.
Yeah, the side B is classic. I've been thinking if like maybe like when like in the side B tech chasing, because you know how like Warrior's side B works, right? How it's like stronger the longer it's out.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like in certain situations, like they want like the best option they can do is you know tech towards you.
Just to get hit faster, yeah.
Yeah, get hit faster so it's less weak. But in the situations where like they can't tech away, maybe just like jumping out of it to be actionable sooner and like cover the tech away. Yeah, I thought maybe land on stage.
Please, please. Okay, thank you, Falcon.
Eventually, you'll just kill with Falcon.
No.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, you saw that too, right? Yeah.
Yeah, no, I thought.
God, I put a Falcon combo video, or I put just like a big playlist of old Melee combo videos on at work the last time I closed. Oh, I'm getting bodied. In my own lesson? How could you? That was sick.
I loved the like since you're a fast faller, when I up aired you, you actually like you fell past me and hit stun. So I used that to like put you in a worse position when I walked in.
Hell yeah. Yeah, I really like how you're structuring like your combo game and your punish.
Yeah, that's like something I've been like working on a lot, like in particular lately is like so in friendlies I've had the habit since like I started basically of just playing anyone but my main. And I don't know, it like usually works because like Warrior's not a particularly complex character, but I kind of realized like how much I could be improving my pushes just by like playing him more.
Yeah, I'm definitely with you on the on the like playing not my main in just at friendlies. No.
Well, that was supposed to be weird.
Oh, why didn't I press the button? No, I pressed the button too early that time.
Something I feel really dumb about for not realizing is like before I like post like D+ nerfs, right? One of the big things about Wario that got changed was like that you can actually DI his up air like in front of him, and so I never like I would like always oh, why are people DIing Wario up airs like in still, and then I realized what it was is you can actually force a 50-50.
The
like,
left right.
Like, yeah, the left right. I didn't realize that was a thing. Like, cause you know, like if people expect like, oh, to DI like left, and I hit them with like the back hit of it, then they're just DIing in. I felt so dumb when I realized that. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, no, don't feel dumb. That's a clever way to use the move. Oh no. That's a clever way to use the move. Misses ledge under literally no pressure. Not like this. No. No. Don't poop on me.
I love half walk so much.
The noise it makes is somehow more insulting than full waft.
Yeah, it's I think half waft is just so evil because it's like I've explained this to people so many times, but it's like what I like doing with half waft is so people like DI out when they see I don't have waft, but they don't keep track of waft as a whole, so they won't realize, oh, I have half waft, and like I'll just half waft them in the middle of a combo and they just die because they're DIing out. Oh, nice. Yep.
Oh my gosh, that's the first time I've felt like Falcon in this matchup. Aside from getting destroyed, of course. Also, a minute ago you low profiled my jab. with Wario crouch.
I'm with you.
Uh-oh.
Yep. Oh my god. That was an insane idea for a grab.
Sometimes Brawl Pivot... You just run at somebody and Brawl Pivot grab and it works out. What? That wasn't even... Whew.
Definitely did that too late. Okay.
It's fine, we're living. No. You shielded both hits. How did you know?
Oh. Well, you... Yeah, okay.
You almost still made that back if you were willing to burn Waft.
I deserved that. I was...
The second
Yeah,
time.
I was holding in because I wanted to side beat you.
It's rude. I think that... No! I hate it when I shield grab too late. Or too early. I mess up the timing and I just wave dash shield.
Yeah, put the tip of it.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, my life! It's flashing before my eyes.
Oh, work.
Ooh, nice. I forget your action after you hit that.
Yep.
Yeah.
Up here.
No! That was possibly the most frame-perfect CC run, and it's such a shame that it was against Falcon. Yeah, oh, maybe I could have air dodged. I didn't think you were going to do that.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, no. I'm gone, yeah.
All that F tilt 1? Oh, yeah. I wasn't spaced right.
Oh, like it was behind the grab box, or you were too high for the
Yeah,
reverse?
I was too high for the reverse hit. Like, the reverse hit is, like, at the peak. Or reverse grab is at the peak. No. Thank you. Oh, that's not what I meant to do.
That
Not mean
SDI
to
was
shield
wild.
grab.
Wow!
No, I took it too far. Oh no. No. Not like this. Not like this. Okay.
Don't you okay me, not like this. Whoa!
I fast fell by accident. No.
What a wacky game. Okay.
Oh, punish that from there. I thought I was being so smart by doing it so late. I was maybe the craziest angle of up B I've ever done.
No! I wanted to be in a melee combo video. Yeah. Okay. I'm destroyed at how effective that was. No. No. Yes!
That's not what I meant to do. Oh, what? You fell too far. I'm dead.
Yeah, without that jump.
Yeah, I didn't mean to double jump.
Ooh, I put myself in the worst possible position. Oh, that was a punish still. Good job.
Surprised you didn't get the edge cancel. Oh, I'm dead.
Yeah, you did an instant double jump. You got clipped out of there by the bear.
Oh, you jump out of shield.
No, I'm a coward. Don't grab me. Ooh.
Hi.
Yeah, I'm gone. Okay. So, I'm trying to think about how we can replace the double jump habit. Because it's easier to replace habits than it is to just turn them off.
Yeah, some of the double jumps out of like hit stun were like buffered from half jump.
Yeah, especially the DI on like up there knee. That's fine.
Yeah.
But in general, like I'm not really able to kill you for it, but I'm getting a lot of like
Yeah.
chip damage and just figuring out how to hit you and stop you from moving by knowing that you're going to double jump a lot instead of landing after the first.
Right.
And then different characters and better players than me will be able to, or better players than me at this specific thing, especially, will be able to really, really get a lot of value out of that. So, like, if Ike has a read on your double jump, oh boy, Nair's coming in hot, right?
Yeah.
So instead of just trying to replace double jumping with landing, let's try to replace it with specifically wave landing, like an action you can do and not just drifting. So let's say instead of doing,
yeah, one of the things like this for example, like the full hop nair and then like, or full hop double jump back fair is like, I know I can get punished for it, but it's like something I don't get punished with often enough. Because I'm like, you know, I could like land with it instead and then like better retreat or even like, you know, shield, right?
yeah, I'm not saying
yeah,
we're not looking to replace it because it's a bad option, but
yeah, no, like definitely like having it like using it as a mix-up instead of like, you know, my bread and butter. It's, like, definitely.
But even like right there, you jumped out of the you jumped out of the, was it an up tilt or an up air? You were like right here and you double jumped out. That's, you can just drop to ledge safely, especially at like 40 something. You don't have to take that, because if you get hit here at 50, you could easily die.
Yeah, something I'm just used to though is like, well, or not used to rather, is like recognizing that I'm not in tumble, because you know you can't grab ledge and tumble. And I also just don't wiggle out of
you can grab ledge and tumble. Hold on, put me in tumble.
I swear you can't.
Up smash me.
Alright. I swear, like, sometimes I, like...
I'm facing the wrong way there. Wait, why was I facing that way? That's weird. Why am I facing... I guess I'm getting pulled in. Just, like, up tilt me. I'm very bad at this game.
Oh.
Like, you don't have to do anything. You can, like, if you're getting...
Oh,
like, you're good. So, for example, if you down tilt me, right, like, off of this platform, and I go, like... I'm in tumble. I can simply do nothing and be a ledge.
Okay.
Like, there's no execution test to be like, oh, can I grab ledge here? The reason that people can't sometimes out of your, like, down throw, so, like, come down here real quick. It's based on fall speed.
Right.
So you can't grab ledge for X frames after being in hit stun.
Oh, that's it. Okay, that makes so much more sense.
And especially for even for floaties, but especially for like fast fallers like Spaceys or like Falcon, it's like if you down throw them here, they kind of just explode because they can't grab ledge, and that's
okay. No, that explains a lot. Is like I just assumed it was like I'm in tumble, that's why. So I like would burn double jump to like get out of tumble.
Yeah, and that's not, like, a bad idea if you want to be like, oh, I want to air dodge. Let's say, you know, you're in tumble, like, right here, and you want to get out of tumble so you can wave land. If you're going to land, like, immediately, then just double jumping and wave landing is fine. But even just wiggling out of tumble and doing nothing is a moderately scary mix-up. So, like, if you down throw me... Actually... See? I'm kind of bad. It might take me a few tries.
Yeah.
I got it first try. I know I can't get it. But...
Okay, yeah.
But, like, situations like this can be so much less scary. Or like there, if you just are out of tumble, you don't have to commit to that aerial.
Yeah, I didn't mean to aerial. I just, like, instinctively flicked the C-stick.
That's fine. But, like, you have... Wiggling out of tumble gives you more frames to work with if you don't want to commit to something.
Wiggling out of tumble is like one of the things that I've been telling myself for a long time I need to start implementing. Though the example I always tell people about is for years I've like basically ever since I started playing I've been like, okay, I'm gonna practice SDIing in matches, and then I don't. Yeah.
It might be easier. Oh boy, that move has an angle on it.
Yeah, it's pretty strong.
I guess it is like a second delay, but
yeah.
Something we can do to test that actually, or to get better at that rather, if like, oh, I'm gonna practice this in matches, is just getting to the point of like knowing how to do it. I'm a weenie. I need my tap jump off.
Yeah, that is fair. Like, I've never really practiced just
How
in
to
general.
control. You should be in control. Great. Okay, I'm going to spawn some items. So if you just want to practice stuff, right? Oh, wiggle out a tumble.
Not the best because that thing's.
What we can do? Where's the?
But yeah, no, I get the idea, right?
Right.
Smart bomb's always been how I'm like, oh yeah, I'll practice like double click FDI.
Right. If you have low percent, you can do motion sensor. Especially on stages with platforms, where like if you get, let's say you get like Martha thrown into Spacey, if you can wiggle out a tumble before you land on the platform, that is huge. I know that's not necessarily the most applicable example to Wario, but like, oh my lord. Similar things like Wario's down throw itself. If you wiggle out a tumble in that, suddenly you can grab me after you got down throw. And I'm trying to tech chase or, you know, get a pickup or whatever, and you're just, oh, I'm on the ground shielding. Cool. Or I'm on the ground, you know, grabbing you instead. Because even if you DI that in, Wario doesn't have the easiest way to, like, punish. He can't, like, turn around fair is probably the fastest thing he can do, and it's not really, like, reaching still.
Is optimal wiggle out like just left, right, left?
It's you need basically left and then right, or right and then left. So what you do,
Right.
what you can do
Oh,
is
is it dependent on which direction you're facing?
it's not dependent. You can do either,
Okay.
but you don't need to start with either side. So what you can do is, you know that brawl tech where you spin around a lot,
Wait, which? Oh, that.
or like how you moonwalk with the brawl easy way.
Yeah. Okay, I know what you're talking about.
So if you hold the A button, suddenly the C stick only becomes a direction. What? That doesn't even tumble at 0? Okay. Go off. So I'm holding A. I'm going to hold right on my analog stick and tap left on my C stick.
Okay.
Because the game is reading...
Yeah, I was like wondering if there's a way I could do it with the C stick. I forgot. Like,
Yep.
You can just you can move A. Like,
The C stick can just be a frame of direction if you're holding down A.
yeah. I do know that's how it works. How that works because I like when I was first getting into PM, it was like I tried to do like just jump aerial and sometimes I'd like I can't even do it by accident. Oh, like that. Yeah.
You do some like turn stuff.
Yeah. Well, you can like if you like C stick the frame like while you're still on the ground. Like I think it's like the frame you're leaving the ground. I'm not sure exactly what frame it is, but you'll like get the direction plus jump instead.
Oh.
Like this.
Yeah, I got it a second ago.
Yeah. And I used to like when I played Brawl Mines.
There it is.
I would joke about the frame perfect SD, where like I played Wolf and he could cancel his side B and aerials, and so I tried and do side B back air to people, but I'd mistime it by a frame, and I'd get like side B in the opposite direction. So yeah, it's a weird thing, but
Why is this so interesting? Like so much fun to like just try to get.
oh yeah. So actually something I sometimes have done just like when I'm like bored in training mode is I will try and just move as much as I can. Like just move around the map or stage with the C stick alone. Because you can also do it to get like specials. Like if you time it right.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like hard, but it's just a funny little thing. But yeah, I never thought about using like I was like thinking about, you know, like getting out of tumble or like going into tumble or getting out of tumble, right? With you know.
If you DI up, you get a lot more time. Oh wait, hold on. I can set your percent to like 40. I forgot that controls yours. Oops, sorry. Oh wait, shit. Yeah, and you can just move. So like, it's mainly more an issue of like being ready for it. And if you're off stage, you still get the value of like, oh, I could air dodge, especially with Wario's Drift. Like, oh, I could be air dodging. I don't have to commit to like a jump before I air dodge if you're trying to recover. Especially if you're like just below stage height, and if you can get that like slight angle above ledge. Because a lot of people will assume that if you're like here, you're gonna have to up B. But if you can just get there, it's a good time. Oh my gosh, that feels so strong.
Yeah. One of Wario specific I was talking about, and I've been thinking about, is like Wario's setups in the grounded footstool from Fair. They're like,
Oh, like yeah.
like, so if I hit you when you're close to the ground, so
oh, sorry.
Yeah, so you get like that, right? Where
I have to be holding shield, or else you can footstool me.
Yeah. Well, I know you can get it, based on like, you know, the non-tumble, hit stun landing thing, right? That's how you can get Fair footstool, to be real. And then Wario has like follow-ups off of it, like you can do Dare.
Oh yeah, Dare's a great follow-up.
Fair is true. Fair is true.
Oh, that's nasty.
Nair is true. It's funny. It's like all of them apparently except up air, but even then, up air feels true.
I'd be really surprised if up air wasn't true.
Yeah, because it's like Bear's his slowest aerial, like, and up air's like pretty fast, so it's like.
Here, let me try it. Ooh, that seems promising.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's even sweet spot because of the way that he falls too.
Maybe.
Oh, because you can start the bear earlier. I bet that's why.
Yeah. Yeah. I would just think like, because apparently if you're like on characters with like, where you can do like that's real on certain characters, and like also like down tilt is. I didn't know about like the grab one until like I was looking for like through the like tech post about like, oh, all the things like Wario
Oops.
Sosa had asked like Eon like, oh, what can you get out of grounded footstool? And she lapped it out real quick.
Eon feels like the Google of the PM community sometimes. People be on Twitter just like, at Eon, hey, is Footstool good for this character? To be like, yeah, in 5 minutes I found there's 8 kill confirms, and it turns out, you know, it comes out of fair.
Yeah, there's been a lot of silly stuff I've been like remembering about Wario, like Wario waft, like full waft reaches the platform on Wario Land.
I didn't need to vomit today, but
yeah. So I like found this out just like playing. I think I was playing friendlies with Gallo maybe, where like he landed on like the platform on Wario Land from like up here in a tech situation, and I just walked killed. It's
that's
Wario
like
has,
Mewtwo bullshit.
Wario has so much stupid stuff. Like, even if you're DIing out like fair or DIing in fair because you DI like walk, I can just keep fairing off stage, and I just eventually just drag you to the point where Waft is gonna kill. It's and like something I was theorizing might be true is like if you're low enough to the grab or ground or not CCing, I can.
Oh, I see.
Like, yeah, but
I was holding shield there, so yeah.
Yeah, something like that. But it's like, it was pointed out, like a lot of footstool stuff is kind of impractical. Like, some stuff about footstool is impractical with Wario, because it's like I could just do that instead.
Yeah.
Like, for example, like I have a lot of, other than like like the fair footstool, which is pretty good. Like I have better things I could be doing, or like certain characters like Wario can react in tech phase.
Yeah, that's probably the biggest like footstool specific use is that RTC, because some characters, especially at higher percents, when up throw doesn't stops working, it's like, okay, cool, I got my oh, there's my bear, great. Versus like I got another grab, I guess.
The universal use of like tech chasing with Wario, like the really good one that works on everyone is, so if I down throw you from like here, for example, right? You're in a no-win situation.
I get hit by something, yeah.
Yeah, I'm hitting you with side, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Actually, give me some percent as well, because there is something I can do about it.
Oh, what? Like slide off?
No. Well, I mean, if it is, that'd be great. I can wiggle out, and then shield. I'm bad at it, but let's. It is not quite a no-win situation. It's just.
Yeah.
It's still very, very good, and I'm not saying you shouldn't do it, but...
Yeah, well, it's more just the idea in general, that if I, like, put you in a tech situation close enough to the ledge, you were in just a no-win situation.
Yeah, you roll in to minimize the damage, and that's about it. So then you can punish harder with the footstool.
Yeah, and then it's like, I was, like, messing around at my last weekly about just using down throw at lower percents in general. Because, like, I can, like, what I was getting away with a lot was, I was getting so much percent off of, like, down throw, like, just run to where they land, and then down smash them. Because...
It is a known good move to tech chase with.
Yeah. Back when, like, you know, like, before, fucking, what's it called? Melee techniques were implemented. It was way worse for the opponent, because what I could do is, so if you were close enough to me, when I put you in a tech situation, I could force a 50-50 on you, where down smash covers, so it covers miss tech and tech behind, and then side B covers everything else. It was really funny.
Yep.
But it's a bit worse now.
Oops. This character has so many fun animations.
Oh yeah.
God bless the PMDT, making this character fun and not just like, my name is Wario. I don't have in-betweens because I am a WarioWare character.
I mean, I funnily enough, like, Wario and, like, Brawl as well. There's a funny coincidence that, like, before I, like, played PM, I was playing Brawl Minus, and in that game, I also played Wario. And then, it went even deeper with, like, my two best characters in all three games were Wario and Wolf. So I just played the same two characters across all of them. Completely by coincidence, but I definitely love what PMDT did with Wario. Big Wario Land fan.
Yeah, Wario Land is great.
Yeah, it's like I've been having a lot more fun like now with Wario, just because like I've been thinking about different things like I could be doing better with Wario. Like the other big thing, like besides like just improving my getting better punishes in general from my when I played my last weekly, was I was realizing how broken Nair is. And Bear, well, but with Nair, it's like it's good for the game that late Nair doesn't always beat CC now, but late Nair is still absurd because like if I catch you, like jump ever, like you just like I can just hit like catch you out of a short hop ever, I can just Nair, and like it covers late enough to where like
yeah.
It's crazy to think that it like that hit of Nair just also beat CC at one point, so it was just like I could always just land with late Nair and get a grab.
I mean, Zero Suit had the same thing with her Nair. Hers was explicitly a mistake, though. with the electric effect, I believe.
Oh yeah, the electric effect. I forgot about.
You couldn't CC that move.
Yeah, that's why Doc at one point was just better than Mario. I think like when he was first like when this like you know the like the Doc costume. I mean
Yeah.
because when it was first added like he had electric effects. And I think they like very quickly realized and changed that maybe in like 3.1, 3.01 or 3.02. I
Yeah,
don't
change
think
it
it
to
was.
light.
Yeah, they changed it to light, but I remember it being electric at first.
But then I was like, wait, this is a bad thing.
Yeah, now it's electric again because like they figured out how to change it into like make it electric independent of you know the extra lag, but um,
Yeah. All right. Let's go ahead and get some more games in.
okay. Yeah.
I do want to try to kind of get back to the like the habit thing. 'Cause that is. Oh, I didn't die. I didn't die. I'm not owned. I'm not owned.
Not owned. Oops.
Okay. I'll just play Marth. Straightforward character that is a little floatier. I like trying to play a variety of characters in the lessons, so that way it's not. Because I understand that Mewtwo's really rare.
This matchup's annoying for Wario.
Yo, we got Wiggle out of Tumble. And to miss like 5 shield drops.
Yeah.
Yeah, but there's that double jump. No.
Oh, I missed the slide off.
Ah. That waft is still really good.
Yeah.
No, that was a down tilt.
Hate moves that reach below ledge. The bane of Wario's existence.
Wario reaches below ledge. No. Oh.
This matchup is like supposed. I remember people in Warrior Discord saying, like, "Oh, it's probably pretty bad for you," but I think it's like all right. It's just kind of rough. You have to like be really, really ready to like for when Marth just swings, right?
Yeah.
Um,
Like, he commands all that respect with that sword, and it can lead to some good stuff if he has momentum behind it.
yeah. Because I had played Rishi at
Oh, God.
Sanity Monthly, and I was fully expecting like I'm going to get completely owned, and the whole set didn't really feel like super one-sided. And I did take a game, but
Nice.
it felt like you just have to find opportunities to kind of get space in before he throws out an aerial, so that you can be ready to whip it.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it's like if you're just like trying to like preempt, like if I'm just like outside of like Nair ring, right? And I'm not like ready for Nair, then you just get away with it safely.
Yeah, a lot of the time the punish is also just like stage versus like an explicit punish, which feels worse.
Oh.
That fastball didn't make it. Good lord. Yeah, that's correct.
What's that?
Oh, no. Platform, though? Oh, I thought. Just a little more.
Oh, nice ball, but anyway.
No! Yeah.
The one nice thing about this matchup is that I can really tank bear for a while. Like, at higher percentage is really just like, I kind of just like can eat chip damage for a while, so I can like afford to like try and figure out ways to get openings.
Nice wiggle. Or landing aerial is the same basic deal. How did that sweet spot? Okay. Yeah, I think this is this matchup especially, but I think in general, at low percents, you want to be more grounded. No, I tried to delay it just in case. Okay, that was a very poor decision on my part.
Yeah. But you misspaced by just a.
No.
That is
Nice.
one very nice thing about the matchup is like I can just plank with certain moves, like certain grounded moves.
No, I was trying to ride the wall.
Yeah. You might have. I was trying to space it around like the like the hitbox of up B while like trying to hit you in the center, but so maybe wouldn't have worked. But
Yeah, when you're at low percent like that, and there's the risk of like dying, sometimes it's better to just kind of take the damage and just go as high on stage as possible. Nice punish. Ooh, nice job getting to the other side of me as well. Yeah.
Oh, I thought you'd have to up me.
Nice turn before the shield. That puts shield grab on the table as an out of shield option, and that's really, really useful in this matchup where you can just do that. Again, I'm not trying to like get a wrong answer out of you. There's no wrong answer. What were you DIing for during that bite at the end?
It was just like, it wasn't intentionally trying to DI out. It was more like I was drifting.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, like I messed up the bite anyways. Got a tap jump.
Oh, the little dash was so good. That little dash so you wouldn't get pushed off was really, really important. I can't be upset. That's what it feels like.
That's why I love this stage. That right there just saves my skin so many times. Double jump.
What is happening? No, I did it the wrong way. I should have done that. Good job noticing that and killing me for it. No, I meant to up. I got shield breaker. I've never seen that down smash dunk somebody like that either. Oh, that feels weird.
Oh yeah, it hits off stage.
It's like the slowest meteor.
I'm always surprised, like people don't know if you're somehow.
No, I meant to roll.
Ah,
I'll take it. I'll take it. Nice.
I missed the balloon.
Go off stage. Please die.
Oh, grab first.
No, no. Okay, it's not waft. It's not waft.
That walk's not gonna kill yet.
I know, that's why I'm happy.
If you were more towards the left, I could have tried to mix up your DI. Oh, I suck.
No, 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 no. Oh, that's bad. I'm gone. I deserved it. I deserved to be gone. Yeah, DI towards the platform. That's a great idea. Me.
I'm not getting mixed up like that. I've seen it too many times. Yeah.
There we go. Got those DI schmixes. Okay, but if you drop shield though, it was legendary. If you drop shield. Yeah, what are you gonna do about it, huh? What are you gonna shield some more?
All dead. Oh my god.
I love playing around breaking shield. Not even breaking them, but just making them low. Because your other options are truly just like, hey, don't get hit by that.
I should have kept jabbing.
You grabbed again? No.
Dang, I forgot the platform was there.
Oh my gosh, it's only 140. Earth is just a boy. Oh, goodbye. Oh no, I'm bad. Nice. No, no fart cloud though. Suboptimal.
Listen, I might be able to reach over to my D-pad to footstool. I can't reach over to my D-pad to do that.
No.
I'm glad you just weren't ready to get pushed off.
Hey, no, I air dodged back on stage.
No, but like after I was like, okay, I'm gonna push him off, and then from there I'm gonna punish him. And I was too slow. I was like, oh shit, my plan failed.
Okay, right. Let's do 2 or 3 more. You know, I'll take it. I saw that too. I saw the spike. Whew. Goodbye in my life.
I need to just stop rolling every single time this stage to the stage.
Yeah, you're rolling. Ooh, no, there we go. You're rolling when I'm pressuring you on ledge a ton, which is especially unfortunate against Marth because like Marth is going to be at that range where he pressures you from a distance anyway.
Yeah. Oh, that's not my move.
Nice. I didn't think it would. No. I saw that SDI. It was wild.
Yeah.
Ooh, edge cancel. Yeah, I think at that percent you just eat that. You eat the stock loss. Because now you're in such a worse position.
I don't worry about having loft or not. A lot of people, like, when they, like, I don't know, they'll be like, oh, it's such a big deal having to, like,
oh, I forgot you could do that. I mean, it is a huge
like,
confirm tool.
Yeah, but I generally, like, my thought process is half waft is still really good. So, like, 30 seconds is gonna go by. Like, if I lose my, if I, like, miss a waft, like, I'll generally save it for, like, really, like, needed situations.
Whew.
Yeah. Iframes. Like, if, like, situations are desperate, I'm not just gonna, like, right? Like, I'll try not to, but, like, there, I'm willing to accept, like, losing, waft. Just because, like half waft is so potent still.
Oh, I was so close to covering ledge. Yeah, half waft is very potent, but I don't know the exact numbers on it. But like playing against waft, if nothing else,
30 seconds is when you get. Used to be.
No, I mean the difference between like full waft and half like knockback was. I know obviously full waft is stronger. Half waft is still plenty strong. But like playing against it, it's so much scarier when you're glowing orange. If nothing else, the opponent is aware of the threat as well. Yo, is that Roy? Nice. I should not have done that 4 times in a row.
Definitely punished what I was trying to do.
Yo, those are the raddest two. No, the raddest two-hit combo. So Marth is not one of the characters that keeps his jump when he upbeats. Good to know.
Yeah, it's like. I'm trying to think of the characters you do.
Roy, or not Roy. Mewtwo and Game & Watch are the first two.
Yeah.
I think Spaceys do as well. Oh, I shouldn't have gone that way. That's fine. It's fine. I thought that was Waft. Nice.
Yeah, that's something I need to start. I like was telling myself to do more. Like when I was playing at my weekly, is like, oh yeah, I can just threaten so much by going off stage.
Yeah.
Like not even having to do anything, but I can just like the threat of me being out there is so much. I can just make it back to stage.
Yeah. Nair is not a move you trade with and win. Or survive, let alone win.
I'm gonna pretend I landed on stage like I wanted to. I just whipped.
Yeah, when you lose that jump, it really hurts.
I think I know something I could do. I keep doing it. I swear I don't have problems blood shashing for you for some reason. Oh man. Too late in the tomahawk.
I'll do it again. Yeah. When you cross up that nair, that's a really, really useful tool. You're very good at making it ambiguous.
It's something I like forget about a lot of the time. Like certain characters you want to hit from behind, and they can't deal with it.
Nice.
Go slow, bro.
I thought you would do something out of shield, not oh no.
I missed my shield timing. Ooh.
Let's go. Even game.
Oh no.
I was doing such a good job being proactive, and then I did the lazy edge guard.
They die, please.
I don't have to. You could just not kill me. As your coach, I would advise not killing me.
Okay. Definitely gonna pretend I knew that would happen.
Okay, we're living. No, I thought I was too far to the right.
Yeah, I thought I was gonna whiff the dare altogether.
Oh
no. That was like the farthest down it could go.
Ah.
Oh my god.
Good stuff.
I was so happy I got the bite. I was like, okay.
Yeah, that was a really, really well timed bite because that's hard to do against those two hit or not. I mean, they're all two hit get up attacks, but like.
Yeah. The thing there was like, it was like kind of a like hard situation to realize. Like for you, 'cause it's like the instinct there, right? Like on a top platform, you want to not tech, right? Because I can't get up there in time, right? And you can just react to me getting there. But there, like, I was just like able to get there in time. It was that's kind of a crazy situation. Jeez.
Heck yeah. That probably comes up, when that situation comes up, imagine that top tech comes up a lot when you're up being and like drag somebody with you to ledge.
Yeah. Um, I love doing the it's something I actually really like doing is the upping stuff where like I'll up air somebody and they'll start to fall, right? Like I'll get sweet spot up air, right? In that situation, and they'll start to fall or anything, right? Where they're above me still, but hit stun, and or like just in a position where they can't hit me while I'm below them, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I'll use that to to actually up B them and grab ledge and follow up off of that. It's something I really love doing. It's a cool situation that comes up.
Characters with that kind of up B, like Wario and Samus, can get a lot of value out of that.
Yeah, it's pretty good, especially since like Tourney Winner in this game is so good, and that's like such a good way to follow up off of it.
Okay. So I think the biggest takeaways are that, like you mentioned, you can see when something is happening in a pattern, but you're going to need to, like, that's the hard part. That's the good news. Try to find things to replace that habit. So like with Wario, like, it's not even that, like I said, it's not even that the nair, full hop nair double jump is bad, but
it's, sorry.
Just real quick. When you don't mix up other things, as the opponent, I don't have to think about, like, the big questions, right? What are they going to do? Where are they going to be when they do it? And when are they going to do it? If you're doing a very good thing, but you're doing it repeatedly, I don't have to think about the what. And then when it locks you out of other options, I don't have to think about the where even. Like Wario Drift makes that not as big a deal, but let's say you're standing at Dacus range. I'm afraid of Dacus. Like, well, it's only that range. And where are you going to be? You're going to be point blank.
Yeah, it's I think it's a big problem in general with my play is that I don't mix up my defensive habits enough. Like you saw, like I will roll in when I'm being pressured in the corner like 9 times out of 10. And or like something literally everybody who's ever played against ever has called out is that almost like 50% of the time I will just aerial from ledge. And everybody punishes people. Everybody will get one, like at least one, like F smash.
Yeah.
And it's but like you said, it's more like I need to like really get more into the habit of just like you said, like doing another option instead, right? Because I think that was something that really helped me. Like I've like felt like some significant improvements. And one of the things that helped me do that was I started thinking, okay, so what if instead of just doing this every single time and hoping it works, what if I just do something instead? And then like for example, like I like stopped dash dancing for a long time. And more recently I've been like, okay, wait, what you do in dash dance, like I just take risks with dash dancing sometimes.
Yeah.
Right? Because before it was like, oh, I just like sit in the corner, right? Versus like Fox in particular is really bad. I just sit in the corner and look for grab. And then if I was going to approach him, I'd only run forward. And now I've been thinking more about, okay, so what if like, I start like, what if I just like dash forward more here, right? Instead, just as an example. And like that kind of thinking has been I feel like has been helping me improve as of late. But I definitely haven't been doing that enough with my defense functions, like you said, like the double jumps, the like
the corner
stuff, like.
So something I would suggest for the corner stuff especially is just because the way that the game's too fast to like play it like chess, like turn based, right? Obviously there's real time execution and we can't think about every decision we make. It's very hard. Sometimes it's like, oh, I'm pressured, roll. But because of that, it can be hard to get new options when you're already kind of like established with what you have. So I would suggest just next time you're playing some friendlies or in a tournament and you realize you're cornered, like maybe you neutral get up from ledge, and that's something to replace always doing aerial. You realize, oh, I'm in shield and ledge. Maybe depending on percent, drop shield CC. Maybe full hop to the side plat if there is one. Maybe just drop shield run at them. Like, it doesn't have to be a good option. I think that's a big hang up that me too. Not just like consciously, but subconsciously. It's like, oh, I don't want to drop shield CC. I'll get hit. It's like, yes, but that if they're waiting for a roll, you won't, and the next time they might not wait for the roll.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's I think one of the things that made me start like taking those risks is like for too long I've just like I'm trying to think of like a way to describe it where like I have like doomsday like worst possible scenario when I get hit. Like regardless of percent, regardless of circumstance, I'm like I don't want to get hit here no matter what. I don't even want to risk it, right? Like I don't even want to take the risk of like, you know, instead of like just ledge hop aerialing them, just like fucking ledge dash instead, right? And then retreat to center. I'm like, okay, I don't know. It's like just a really silly line of thinking. I'm just so like expectant of just dying whenever I get hit. That it's like I don't like
you can't keep playing the game like that forever, though. Yeah.
Yeah, like it's something I was like explaining the other day about like crouch cancels. Like sometimes like what crouch cancels are really good about is like, you know, it's kind of a resource and that like you use your like percent as a resource, right? And like that kind of thinking of like, okay, like if like weighing in like, you know, the punish you might get, instead of just, you know, if I get punished here, it's okay. If I get punished here, how big is the punish?
And it also influences the opponent's decision making. So let's say they might not be able to do their best punish on you because it's weak to CC. So they have to settle.
Yeah.
Even just by you showing the option once, all of a sudden, oh, you've taken away an option from the opponent, even if you forget to do it sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I think overall, like I really can't compliment your like pressure and offense enough. When you get that hit, you really, really take it far. So if you can mix up your defense and I guess I'd say your defense based neutral. So like when you're in like Wario's in the air a lot, right? So when you get kind of staggered in the air and you're not in direct control of when you land necessarily. If you can just getting back to neutral is the win there. Like you still gain advantage in that way.
Yeah, it's like the very classic habit that I still have sometimes, right? Just I want to counter hit, right?
Yeah. Smash is a game that most of us played before we started getting into it competitively, so it's a lot of like, oh, I got hit. I want to Mario Fair them now. It's like, well,
yeah, like yeah, it's like sometimes, you know, I just don't settle for, you know, like or like at like in the Marth game, something I was doing was I was just like, when I was extending enough to like get punished out of like not even just from throwing out aerials, but like drifting, right?
Mm-hmm.
Out of disadvantage, something I was making sure of is I was doing it in such a way where I knew I couldn't. Like the most you could get was like a fair, right?
And in the same way that CC, your percent is a resource there. And you can think of it the same way when you're at middle and higher percents. Like against Marth at like very long range, aside from F Smash, percent's a resource. Like, yeah, you die at 200% to a straight fair, but until then, like it's just a risk you take. You can just say, hey, here's 12%, but if you don't take the 12%, I'm gonna hit you.
Yeah, it's just something I think is so interesting about this.
Game's good. Game's really fun.
Yeah, there's like it's something I've been wanting to like teach a lot of the worst players in my region, the lower level players, is like one of the big things about risk reward is it's not just like the risk of doing an what the basic examples like, okay, if I you know, if I like just in neutral, if I like approach with like a Mario Nair, you know, the risk, the reward of it happening is whatever I get punished for, and the risk is just like how risky it is to throw it out in general.
Right. And that can change based on the player. If you're playing somebody who can shine, like grounded shine you out of Shield with Fox, the risk on your stuff goes up a lot. But if you're playing against like Ganon, who can't really punish you out of shield super easily, then the risk goes down. And similarly, like if the player, like if you're mixing up all your other offensive options, the chance of you getting punished, like the chance of you having to deal with that risk is lower because they have other things to think about.
Yeah. It's like the one like element I was trying to explain to my player in my region who's a Game & Watch main. Like another element of risk reward is like the potential reward and not just like the risk, right? So I was explaining why Game & Watch down throw is a pretty dumb option to go. It's pretty bad in a lot of situations because you have the best throw game.
Up throw is guaranteed something, and unless you have a really hard read on down throw,
or even staying with Game & Watch instead of like going for up throw hammer. Like yes, the reward is super high if you get the knock, but you're also potentially robbing yourself out of the guaranteed percent. And it's another part where it's like, even though like there's no risk to like going for up throw hammer unless it's one, right? You're getting damage no matter what, and you're not getting punished for it. You're robbing yourself of potential reward off like guaranteed confirms. I think it's such a complex topic that I don't think it's talked about enough.
It is a very, very diverse topic, but I think especially for newer and lower level players, if their up throw combo's up throw fair, then all they're giving up for up throw hammer is something that they're not particularly good at yet.
Right.
So it is kind of setting aside the possibility of improvement. That's kind of where they're coming from, and I think that's also a very interesting they have to they kind of have to believe that they can get better at this. Not that they don't. I don't know this person you're referring to, of course, but
yeah, it's I don't know. It's also, like you said, something that changes with the better you get at the game.
Yep. Man,
I mean,
that's
even Pikmin would go for 9.
There are also some game states where if you're getting 4 stocks, sometimes you just need the up throw 9, emotionally and
like the versus Spice, where I wrote up a whole thing just for fun, to try and write stuff again outside of a school context, and the line I put was okay, so Nezerty is he takes Kai's his first stock, right? And he's at pretty high percentage. He gets a little bit of damage, and then he goes, what it is. Everyone who's ever played gaming knows what he's going for.
Yep. Because he has to.
Yeah, he has to. He of course gets it. It doesn't surprise me that he gets it.
Jake is the protagonist. Yeah. That was Jake's even if he was normally a side character in whatever show PM is, right? This is the side character kick someone's ass episode. Krillin beats up Goku for 5 minutes. It's oh, hold on. Okay.
He beat the number 2 CM turn. That set was so incredible.
If you're cool with it, please link me that. I love talking and reading about the game. I'd love to talk with you more about this later.
Yeah. I had sent it to Saber at one point just because I wanted them to proofread it right and make sure everything makes sense, because a lot of my big inspiration for writing it, I don't know what I'm ever gonna do with it. I do want to do something with it eventually. I don't know. A lot of the inspiration was his series about notable moments in PM history, and I was taking a large influence from that and how I set it up, right? You can see just with the opening line, I set the day, the date, the event, everything.
Hell yeah. Okay. I do have to go. I have another lesson here in a few minutes, but
I don't want to take up any more of your time with
no, you're good.
With just rambling, but yeah.
No, it's not rambling. It's not irrelevant conversation. I mean that legitimately. I think please, if you're cool with sharing it to me, I'd love to read it. I'd love to talk about this more later.
Yeah, I sent the text file to you.
Oh hell yeah. Okay, sick. So yeah, I'll get this up on YouTube later tonight, and then on Metafy, I'm also sending you basically a verbal summary along with the written summary, a brief written summary at the end of that, tasks to cover. But I think for the most part, final thoughts is your punish and your ability to push combos without overextending to the point of getting reversal. It's really, really good. When you hit me, you hit me.
Yeah, that's the big breakthrough I had. Is I think you saw my tweet about it where I was my big takeaway from winning the weekly, which I don't want to be I don't know, an ass about it, but it's I've won that weekly a lot. I wasn't like super surprised with the results, as like egotistical as that sounds.
I know what you mean.
My more big takeaway was not, oh, I won the weekly, cool. It was, I really felt like I was improving my punish game a lot, and it felt really satisfying.
Hell yeah. Yeah, it's that self-improvement. That's the consistent thing. Like, whether you're a big fish in a big pond, big fish in a small pond, small fish in a big pond, if you can get better, that's a consistent source of improvement that is not external, which is a much more consistent way to enjoy things than like, oh hey, well if I move to Alaska, there's a pretty good chance I can be number one. I'm gonna do that.
Yeah. It's I don't know. It's like the true sign of a competitor is not like, it's not that you care about winning, it's that you care about getting better.
Yep. All right. Yeah. Like I said, again, I sincerely am super down to talk about this later.
Yeah.
But I do have to cut it here, so I'm going to cut the VOD.
Of
Thank you all for... Oh, yeah, Fudge, by the way, hopped in the chat super early on. I forgot to say hi to him.
Hi, Fudge.
Yeah,
Come out to the week. Come out to the UMD, Fudge. Come out to UMD. It's the last one CP9's going to be at.
let him enter his AI. Let him enter his AI in the weekly. He's just like sitting there with the controller, not pressing a button, just like, yeah, hey, I did that. All right, I'm going to cut the VOD here.